Henry, you've got a pamphlet there with cards.
Yeah, I have a catalog with cards.
A catalog, huh?
Oh yeah, it's incredible. There is many different colors, like, you know, black, green, blue, red. In my case, I like the red one very much. Watch carefully. You can touch, you can see, you can examine. And now I have a full deck ready to perform any effect I want, and you can examine.
That's terrific. That's really, really terrific. Now, I obviously know a little something about these kinds of things, but honestly, the first time that I saw this, you fooled me completely with it. Really, and it still looks beautiful every time you see it. Like if this is the first time you've seen it, it's just visually perfect, and it really is visually perfect because it can even be slowed down, and you can see that two-dimensional artwork falling off and becoming three-dimensional.
Yeah,
it's that beautiful. You know.
What I like in this effect is. The people remember this deck was printed on it.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Then they can touch, and it's not
It's
here anymore.
not there, and there's nothing in here.
Yeah.
It's just a piece of paper.
Right,
it's
right.
A piece of paper with
because
you know.
One of the first suspicious elements is the catalog, and they can examine and everything. And the second one, of course, is the deck, and you can use it for any other effect. It's a regular.
Yeah, and it's absolutely a regular deck. There's no cleanup necessary. There's absolutely no cleanup necessary at all. Let's say that you had like a really obnoxious, difficult spectator or something like that. There's a little extra cleanup that you could do, but you wouldn't need to. And I'm just saying that. But as far as the look of everything is absolutely looks the way that it should, and the deck is 100% normal. And this, which is the thing that they would dive for, there's nothing to be found here at all, anywhere. It's all built in one setup.
Right.
Once the setup is done,
absolutely, and it's very fast setup.
That's right. You can just grab it out of a pocket or pick it up out of a case or whatever, and you can immediately go into it. It's a beautiful opening for any kind of a card routine that you're doing.
Yeah, and
really
usually
nice.
I use even in vertical situation in walk around magic. It's so easy. You show the catalog, immediately appears.
Yeah, works really close up with people.
Yeah.
Okay,
very close.
Has a little angle issue, very little angle issue. I would say probably nearly 180 degrees, but I'm going to say about 150 degrees visible.
Exactly.
Really, what it comes down to is whether they can see this picture. If they can see this picture clearly, then everything's covered. You know? All of the angles are covered. So it makes sense anyway. And in that case, it's perfect for stand-up. You know, really nice kind of a small parlor show up to, say, maybe 50 people or something like that, because they can clearly see that it's all thin, and then you start with the deck of cards. And it's one of those things that's really just a nice shock, you know? Like nobody expects that picture to fall off and become real. So in that case, it immediately gets people's attention, which is really, really beautiful. I think it's a beautiful piece of magic. What do you call it?
Oh, it's 3D advertising.
Yeah, 3D advertising. Very nice. They send out these catalogs to show card players all the new decks that they design, and they put some other old decks and things like that into it as well. And this particular catalog has a really neat new design. It's this bright lime green one. They also have a black back design. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Anybody here ever get this catalog at all? I prefer the red deck of cards, that one. It's a good thing I'm a magician. Just watch the red one. I'll just take the red one right now. Henry Evans 3D advertising is a fantastic way to produce a deck of cards, whether you're working close-up or stand-up or even on stage. It's so easy to do. You can carry it around with you all the time, bring it out, and produce a deck of cards from it. And it's just so simple because you don't have to have anything except for the brochure that shows all the different cards that you could possibly have. And once you make your decision, like let's say I wanted a red deck of cards, you just give it a shake, and you've got yourself a red deck of cards. It's that easy. It's visual, it's quick, it's clean, it's easy to reset so you can use it, walk around table hopping from one group to the next group. I absolutely love it as a stage performer because I don't have to think about how I'm going to introduce a card trick to my audience. Whenever I need a deck of cards, I can just go over and get the brochure and say, this just showed up. in the mail today, and I thought, well, maybe I'd get myself a new deck of cards, and then bam, there it is. And once you produce it, it is just a normal, fully functioning, working deck of cards. You can use, them to do any trick that you want to. It's absolutely great. If you don't already have one, you have got to get one of these things just to see how simple it is to perform 3D advertising.